This is Jim Emter, Van Ahn & Company, Alexandria, Minnesota, with the closing grain and livestock comments for October 26, 2015. Corn market today up 4 3/4. D's corn closing at 384.5. November soybeans down 10.5, closing at 885 even. Cattle market today, October, down to 202.5, 139 even. Looking at the December cattle, down 140 at 142 even. Feeder cattle today, November, down 202.5, 191.22.5, and the January down 237.5, 183.12.5. Looking at the wheat market in December today, up 18.5 cents at 509 even. And in the Minneapolis, we were up to the tune of about 14 cents today, and in Kansas City up 16 3/4 at 492.25 off the December. So a firmer day for most of the grains with the exception of soybeans. When you look to the bean storage, you're looking at wet weather in Brazil, and that allowed some liquidation in the beans, some buying in corn and wheat as people get out of spreads. Also, corn and wheat having a little more of a story. You've got the spreads narrowing up in corn, you've got firming basis levels out east, and that's helping that market get a little momentum here. The wheat market also dealing with some weather, too wet of weather in Texas, potential freeze this weekend to put that wheat into a quick dormancy. And then you've got overseas, Ukraine, Russia dryness, and also the dollar index down a little bit today. That all kind of allowed that wheat market to stand up. As for feeder cattle, live cattle, a bearish cattle on feed report really kind of promoted the negative tone there. And the hog market saw late liquidation today as things kind of washed itself out here. We're in a range in that hogs, and we look for that to more or less continue. Support buying should set in here around $62. This has been Jim Emter, Van Ahn & Company, Alexandria, Minnesota. Trading in futures and options involves risk of loss and is not suitable for all producers. Past performance is not indicative of future results.